This is verse 11 of the 21st chapter of the Gospel of John. We have the disciples who've fished all night, catching nothing, but now, of course, the command of Jesus, they have a net full of fish which they have dragged to the shore. And arriving on the shore, Jesus already has prepared some fish of his own, and he says, why don't you bring on some of those that you've caught and add them to the grill here, you might say. And that gives rise now to the description. So, anabe, this is from anabino, it means I go up. This is the third person singular aorist active indicative, so he went up, postpositive un, therefore, then the subject of the verb, Simon Petros, so Simon Peter went up, kai, the connective, helkusen, from helkuo, which means to drag, sometimes to draw, but always in the sense of not getting any help from the thing that's being drawn. So he drug would be the idea. Drug to dictuon, the net. Ace, preposition, takes the accusative, tain, gain, to the shore, to the land. Messtone, this is an adjective. It's in the accusative because it's going along with tain, gain, so or actually going along with the net here. So he drug the net, full, adjective describing the net, full, and then ichthuon, from ichthus. This is fish, so full of fish is the idea. And then an additional adjective here, full of great fish, so the fish are great. And then another string of adjectives to give further modification. We have hekaton, which means 100. Pentekonta, which means 50, and trion, which means 3, so 153. So full of great fish, 153 of them, all of these in the genitive, which is serving to modify and describe the character of the fish. And then adding kind of a genitive absolute here, kai tosuton, onton. Tosuton is a demonstrative noun or a pronoun, which means so many, being so many, that idea. Onton, the participle here, present active participle in the masculine plural genitive. So all of this is again in the genitive, continuing to be a string of descriptive genitives describing this net full of fish. So full of large fish, 153 of them, and in spite of the fact that it's so many of them, being so many, so large, uk eskisthe. This is from schizo. It means to split or to break. And this is the third person singular aorist passive indicative, referring to the net to dictuon, the net not having been broken, in spite of then this great number of fish which have been brought into the net. Of course, when the miracle that was similar to this took place early in the gospel accounts, the nets did break. You may recall that. It was an overwhelming draft. Now they don't break. And of course, commentators have seized on that to suggest this is a forecast of the way in which the disciples are going to carry on their ministry, and that they're going to be able to go out and to gather in great numbers of people. But the nets, the means, won't be broken in the process. Of course, there's been a lot of interest in the number 153. Is there some symbolic character to it? The speculation is so wide and in some cases so fanciful that it's hardly worth much conversation. But one way or another, there's 153 of these large fish, and they've been drugged ashore. And of course, this becomes a great display that Jesus is not only a great evangelist, but a great controller of nature as well. But this will become the doorway then to a new chapter for these disciples who are going to leave fishing once and for all and be about the business to which Christ has charged them and commanded them.